that easily, so I've picked the B47. Ha ha ha. It isn't a really practical plane. It's a beast, and it's hard to take off, hard to land. But I thought, why not? Sod it, let's go. You need the longest runway in the whole world, and same to land, and you need a parachute, otherwise you ain't gonna stop. Right, anyway, wind's coming from the west, then we're gonna go. Where's my trim? Elevated trim, we'll put that on a bit. Okay. Let's go. And I kid you not, she'll want about 160 or 70 before she even thinks about it. So let's see what happens. My word, she still doesn't really wanna. Wow, it's insane. It's probably the hardest add-on I've got to fly. Right, Edwards Air Force Base in the States, and we're gonna get up and have a look at this AutoOrtho scenery. So far, it's looking pretty impressive. We are going to head west. I'm very impressed thus far. Down a bit. Hardly takes any room on the hard drive, and it's literally streaming as you go. Which is very impressive. Go down, take the thrust off a bit. Wow. my my traffic on, but it should be all right. We're up here to look at the United States of America, and that's what we're here for. We are 5,500 feet off the deck. We are about 320 knots. Level it out. Leveling you out. I mean, this bird was made to go very high. What's the picture I want to keep? It's a bit low. I want to keep. It's a bit high. Keep that picture. Right. 350 knots. Up to 8,000. I'm very impressed. And this is in VR. Bloody hell. Somebody sat behind and there'd be somebody navigating somewhere. Or an engineer, I don't know. I think the engineer sits behind. I used to fly around scaring the hell out of the Russians. Look at that. Well, wow, to say I haven't, you know, this is all streaming, you know, live into the sim. I'm using X-Plane 11. It's very impressive. We go on tour of the States. Perhaps something lower and slower than this. I mean, jeez. I got it cheap for Tavia and thought, well, I bet no one's flown this in VR, so why not? Let's have a go. But there are easier airplanes to fly in X-Plane 11, I tell you that. Now, it's not complicated to get started or anything, even though I cheated just. But actually, in terms of practicality and actually trying to do anything or land the blooming thing and take off, it's I imagine the real thing was a nightmare. Look at that! Look at the scenery! Californian mountains. Let's have a quick shot outside, see if we can... it's always a bit weird when you go outside and be on. Yeah, just going on a little pleasure cruise. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I like their chrome, the Americans. Just all polished chrome. The meat of the situation. What are we doing? Where are we at? 350. Still ascending, are we? How are we climbing? How are we climbing? Trimming her. Foot now. 15 going on 16, I imagine. Speechless. Now, I'm heading, I thought, west, but there's a lot of blue over there. What was that bit? You've got to find a long runway for this one. Very long. Love to tell you some facts about the B47, but I don't really know any, besides the fact that she was one of the first jet bombers, probably the birth of Boeing in general, and that she's bloody hard to take off and land. So hard they had to have like little rockets strapped to her to propel her into the air. This add-on doesn't include the rockets. Now, where are we? Is that the coast? Am I already possibly seeing the coast down there of California? finding a suitable runway to land on, really. It's got to be long enough. In-flight refueling, really? Ready for connect? They fueled these things in flight? Don't tell me things like that. No way. Good grief. I'm very impressed with the photo scenery. Extremely impressed. It's well, it breathes life into X-Plane 11 for me. Means I'm gonna, I know there are other sims, Microsoft Flight Sim I have, although I don't have it downloaded, but I'm used to X-Plane and then carry on with it for a while. Um, 11's giving me everything I need. 12, yeah, maybe one day. This is amazing. And a hell of a lot better than looking at X-Plane's default scenery. This is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Just got to figure out. Of course there's not a flight plan. Flight plan was fly west. Look at the coast. What are we doing here? Still 350, we are descending. We're going to tail off the descent for a moment until we know what we're going to do. X-Plane's reflective sun, which is a little bit too reflective. I think there's a way of getting rid of that. Follows you around there. I see a potential candidate, if that is what I can perceive it to be. have a look. I mean, with the AutoOrtho gives everyone the potential to fly around the world in X-plane and have that photo scenery, which is nice. Now, I figured on that being a runway. I could be wrong. I'm just trying to get a bit closer and having a look. If it is, it's a nice long runway, which is what I want, and it is potentially that. I think there was a military base around here. It could even be the one kind of was counting on. We're gonna fly by and have a look. Let's see what the thing is. I think we found our destination. The next question will be whether we can land the beggar, which is questionable. She looks beautiful. Looks like a nice runway. Is it long enough? I really well hope it is. I really well hope it is. I'm loving the scenery. Just absolutely fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. We've got to find a way of slowing this bird down. She hasn't got air brakes. So it's yeah. Got the mountains over there. I don't like this up. America! Right. Now, how those mountains, I know, thank you, those mountains curve round. I'm going to try and sort of follow the curve and bring it round so I lose some airspeed off this bird. I think that is my best intention. We're way too high, we're way too fast. But I like the cove, it makes it nice and get some flaps down or something. This is so slippy. So slippy. Come on, get that speed down. That speed down. Some clouds which could become a hindrance up ahead. And it's just I need to get down. And I could do with some flaps down. I wonder if I can do that without slow it down a bit. Come on. The needle, it's not coming down, is it? Not coming down. Doesn't want to come down. 250, 160. 160 is what I've got to get it down to apparently. No chance at the moment, eh? Barely see that runway at the moment. I can hook it round, see if I can. Slowing down. Oh. Come on. Come on. Slow down. Slow down. So I can get some flaps down. This is the hardest thing I've found to land in X-plane so far. I'm in the pre-plane. Oh, see, I'm already 200 and I'm dropping there. Alright, I'm just going to whack some flaps down. You've got to be very careful with her. I'm going to get, am I on? 2 notches of flaps. I'm going to get some gear down. Alright. back out. Somehow we're alive. I mean, I've done no planning, and these guys will have had to plan everything, and I'm just an idiot, you know, simulation of a B47, but it's not easy. It's not easy. It so ended in disaster very quickly. I was hoping my copy can be somewhere, but I won't do that just now. I kind of think this might be military field I've landed at, because I had a quick reference on Sky Vector, and if I headed directly west, there was a large military airfield. I think this might be it. I could be wrong. As I say, I've got no navigational gear. So where's the taxiway, guys? Where's the taxi? There wasn't one. I'm impressed with the photo scenery. Very impressed.